Hi guys, how are you? It looks like I am live right now to both YouTube and Facebook. Hi, Ready or Not, here it comes. Thanks for coming in, Chris and Kareem. Humming Dragonfly, so good to see you here. I'm glad you made it. I'm just gonna wait a couple more minutes to let Facebook and YouTube get the stream out. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been talking to other people, and a lot of YouTube channels are getting a lot of their live streams screwed around with. And so, if you aren't on my newsletter, go to my newsletter because I'm going to be sending out notifications to kind of help combat what's going on. Can you guys let me know? Hi, Shannon. Hi, Z. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me okay? Because I've got my mic here, but I don't know if the sound is good, if you need a better sound. Just before I start, if you guys can let me know in the chat. Yeah, humming dragonfly, I know. That was the trolling last night was unbelievable. It was really graphic and obscene what was happening on that live event. We are doing another live event tomorrow night. If you're on my newsletter, you got the details to that. So if you're not, also like, go to my Facebook page because I will send you that out. Okay, Barons, thank you. The sound is good. Christine, wanting to know the masculine you've deemed as your twin flame is your twin flame. Okay, awesome. Well, you'll be my first one. What else do I want to tell you guys here? Oh yeah, if you guys are interested, I've also discounted all of my tarot readings are on sale right now on my website, recording only, not live. But if you're interested and you want a tarot reading, I've put them all on sale while this whole time of uncertainty is going on. So let's get started. Christine, we'll start with you. So if you know the masculine you've deemed as your twin flame is your twin flame indeed. All right. Being called to use my Gilded Tarot deck for you. Let's just do a couple shuffles here for you. All right. Okay, Christine. Christine would like to know if the masculine that she's deemed as her twin flame is indeed her twin flame. I feel like some cards just flipped over here. Let's see, this one wants to come out. Okay, we've got you've got the Knight of Wands in reverse so far. I'm doing this outside, so you're probably going to hear some of the background stuff, but I just really wanted to be outside today. It's such beautiful weather here in Colorado. Okay, what else does Christine need to know about this masculine? Woo. Is he indeed her twin flame? Ooh, okay. We've got Eight of Swords in upright. I'm going to pull one more for you. And then I'm also going to pull one fairy card for you, Christine. And you've got the Justice card. You've got the Justice card. Okay, so far, this is, Christine, this is your reading so far. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull. Let's see here. One fairy card here. Ooh, okay. You've got the Sage. Really awesome. Okay. So, Christine, as I'm looking at these cards, the Knight of Wands in reverse, you know, the Knight of Wands, it's a younger masculine energy, but it's very in and out when it's upright, not really dependable. In reverse, though, I am picking up some flighty energy. I'm feeling I am feeling like there's something you're not seeing. With the Eight of Swords and the Justice here coming up, they're both blindfolded. Okay, so obviously justice is, blind justice. But I'm picking up that there's something you're not seeing, as well as because we have the Sage card coming up here. Is very much kind of like an oracle, but also a shamanic healer. And there's some anxieties around this connection that are more so in your head. I'm getting the sense that there's a bit of projection on your end that's coming on to the partner. I'm not sure if your partner is a Libra, because we have the Justice card here. Could be. The message that I'm getting for you is that you actually know deep down if he's your twin flame or not. There are some things about him that are not sitting right with you at this time. Okay, there's that in and out energy. And I get the sense that you may be not paying attention to it, like you're blinding yourself to it a little bit. The message that's really coming in for you, Christine, is to pay attention more to your intuitive knowing about him, but also that more will be revealed to you as you do more of the work within yourself. That's why I was picking up on some of the projections for you, that whoever you believe right now is your masculine partner, divine partner, there are even lessons in there right now for you to pick up on that are necessary at this time. As you work through those, more will be revealed to you and more will be understood. Okay? Okay, Christine, I hope that his moon is Libra and okay, your sun is Libra. Wow. Okay, so I do feel, though, that the truth will come through for you very soon. I'm getting Mayish. Okay? Things will be more revealed to you. So that's my reading for you. Okay? I hope that helps a little bit. And okay, let me see. I got to go back up in this chat and find out who's next. Shannon. Is it still buffering, the video, guys? I don't know. Shannon, I'm going to go with your question next. What is going on between you and your ex? He's an Aquarius. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Shannon. What is going on with Shannon and her ex Aquarius? He's an Aquarius. Ooh, okay. You've got the Emperor card coming up. Divine Masculine of the deck. Thank you, ready or not. Okay, Shannon, what does she need to know about what's going on with her and her ex? Wow. You got the King of Cups. Emperor. Okay, one more card here. It's already looking to me like one of you is definitely more in your power. Wow, okay, then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. So what I'm already getting for you, Shannon, is that, you've got 3 masculine cards coming up here right now. So with the Emperor coming up, that's kind of telling me that someone in the relationship here, or in the dynamic, I want to say, because obviously he's your ex, is that someone has regained more control, or more sovereignty, needed to maybe more focus on finances or a business of some sort. Doesn't necessarily need to, maybe career, but someone has really strengthened their own personal grounding, okay? Feeling a lot more sovereign in who they are. With the King of Cups coming up, it's telling me that he may be more emotionally available right now. Like there's been some maturity. And in fact, when I have the Knight of Cups coming up in reverse too, it tells me that like that more, the Knight of Cups, especially in reverse, is someone who's less mature, not as emotionally available, doesn't always, I feels like it has some walls up around the heart, not ready to offer what you wanted, and perhaps now he may be in a better place to actually offer you what you're looking for. Let me just pull a fairy card here for you to get some further clarification here. Yeah, okay. So we have List of the Shadows and Singer of Healing. So I'm feeling like someone had to go through some like a little bit of a dark night of the soul, had to explore some of their own self-worth issues, wasn't as confident in themselves or needed to build something up within them. And there was some healing tied to that's necessary. And I feel like some of the healing too, whatever distance has been between you, there may be some healing that's happened that is now allowing for him to come through with a little bit more opening, so that could be presenting to you. And of course you always have the option of choosing how you want to move forward with him, but that's kind of what I'm picking up for you. Okay, Shannon, I hope that was helpful. Let's see who's next. Okay, Zebel, am I keeping my apartment? Okay. You're welcome, Shannon. Okay. This is for Zebel. Are they keeping their apartment? Are they keeping their apartment? Are they keeping their apartment? Let's find out. Zebel keeping their apartment. Whoa. Ooh, interesting. Okay, you got quite a few cards that have all come out here. First card, you got the World. The second card was the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Five of Pentacles upright. The Eight of Swords in reverse. And then the Moon upright. Okay. Okay, so the message that I'm getting for you, Z, is that there is a need to release some anxiety over something to do with lack consciousness. There's a fear I feel around here of, especially with this Five of Pentacles upright here, that you're feeling like you're going to be left out in the cold, like you're going to be left without your apartment. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, interesting, because, okay, the Seven of Swords, this message just came in for you. When it's upright, it can also mean you're planning ahead. You're taking a lot of steps to, like, get ahead of the game, okay? Like you're like 10 steps ahead, pre-planning. That kind of stuff, but it's in reverse, and I'm getting the sense, see, that the message that I'm getting from my guides is that they just really want you to relax, to surrender to this process right now. There's a need more to look into the lack of self-consciousness. And then with these two cards flanking your reading, okay, you have the World upright and the Moon. The World is telling me that the World often speaks about closing of cycles, but also victory. And the moon talks about uncertainty, okay? The illusions, the things that you are hidden from you right now. And there's this need to embrace the unknown for you at this time. And everything will work out for you. There's part of a lesson here for you in this, to learn how to become more victorious in the surrender, to release the anxiety. I am getting the feeling that things will work out for you. Okay, Z? Let me just pull one fairy card for you. Okay, that was accurate for you. Okay, good to know. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks, Ellen. I love you. And I just want to let everyone know, Ellen, I know I got your email. It's just I haven't been able to get back to everyone because a lot of you have emailed me. It's just I've actually been busier than ever. So let me just pull one fairy card here for Z before I close out their reading. Final message for Z? Okay. Oh, yes. See? Perfect. You have Iris of the Rainbow. So this is talking about, this card comes up when there's like a storm around you. It feels kind of bleak and rainy, but it also talks about her rainbows on the horizon. So again, this is just confirming that I do feel like things are going to work out for you, and to focus more on what you can do to address the places of lack consciousness within you that are causing you a lot of anxiety, okay? And that inward focus will help relieve some of the anxiety that you're feeling right now. Okay. So, all right, who is next? All right, so let me see here. Oh, wow, there's a lot here. Okay. I hope I don't miss anyone. Okay. Keith Perry. What can I do with my skill set to help on Facebook? Okay. What can you do with your skill set to help? Actually, they're telling me to use a different deck for you. I'm going to be using my Queen of the Moon Oracle for you, Keith. What can Keith do to help others? What can he do with his skill sets to help others right now? What can Keith do? You have trust. And then I'm going to pull some, wow, you have trust and patience that have come up, Keith. Those are two very interesting cards to come up for you right now. Are you feeling very, I'm getting the sense that you're feeling like this tug on your heart to really give. Obviously, there's confusion here, obviously, but you're thinking about it too much. The skill sets are already in place. The answer is actually very simple. It's very obvious to you. Let me pull some tarot for you. Let me just get can I get some guidance around his skill set? I get some guidance around his skill set of what he can do. I mean, right now, it's looking more like it's not so much about doing, it's about being. But let's see what comes up in the tarot for you, Keith. Is there a skill set that you don't feel as confident in, is what I'm picking up? Because that might be where you want to lean into right now and foster it, because oftentimes where we're least confident is actually where we'll be of service the most, and that's why there's a lot of lessons in there. I'm just wondering if you're... Wow, okay. So you have the Three of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil, okay? And then you also got the Seven of Swords upright and the World in reverse, which came up in the last reading, but opposite. Yeah, with the Devil coming up, it's telling me, that's kind of confirming what I just said, is that I feel like whatever part of your skill sets you feel the least confident in is where you want to go, okay? Because this Devil card is telling me that the fears are pushing you away from it, but you actually want to lean into it. With the yeah, okay, so you have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, and that's also confirming this to me, where like you'll be most celebrated, you'll feel most in your joy in the places where you don't trust yourself, where you don't feel as stable, okay? Because the Knight of Coins usually represents stability, loyalty, and taking action in that, and it's where you feel least wanting to take action, okay, is where you're gonna want a skill set. And then the Seven of Swords upright and the World in reverse is telling me that when I look at these two cards, yeah, the Seven of Swords is just telling me that you're deceiving yourself on what you can accomplish. You're thinking you're not accomplished at it, okay? You're thinking that you're not as well versed in it. And that self-deception is kind of slowing this process down for you. So when I get the trust and the patience, I feel like have trust in yourself and be patient that it will all come together as long as you lean into it. Okay, Keith, I hope that helps. That's going to be my reading for you. I'm just going to check in here. Okay. Let me just see here. Going through. Who's next? Okay. Sorry, just bear with me, guys. Delilah, how are you, sweetheart? Okay. Delilah, are you still in New Zealand? Okay, let's use this deck. Delilah, what is your true purpose in life? I used to work with Delilah in the Cayman Islands. We worked in a spa together. Delilah. Okay, what is Delilah's true purpose? Lover's card at the bottom. Talks about a big decision I think you might be needing to make soon. Or you're going to be having a big decision to make soon. Okay, what is Delilah's true purpose in life? Okay, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Ooh! King of Wands upright, and that actually came out in reverse and flipped itself upright. Or I don't know, the wind blew it because there's a breeze that just came through. And then I'm actually just going to pull one more. Actually, no, I'm not pulling any more. I'm pulling fairy cards for you now. Can we get some information here for Delilah on what her true purpose in life is? The Bright Mother. Nurturing, being of service, bringing in a lot of like abundant love energy, growing things. And you have Taten the Sylph. Okay. So, Delilah, it's interesting because you have a very masculine energy here, okay, that's come up with the King of Wands. And then you also have a very feminine energy, the Bright Mother, which is very much like the Empress card in the tarot. You have Taten the Sylph, which also tells me that something is going to, I feel like something's going to be happening for you that's going to completely take you in a different direction that you've ever planned for. Or if you've been going in one direction, something's going to come in that's going to change it. And with the Five of Swords up in reverse, these two cards here are telling me, with the Five of Swords in reverse, that you're ready to kind of walk away from something that just hasn't felt right. You've been putting a lot of energy into it, but it hasn't felt right. Like it's felt like a fight for you. Like you've had to fight hard for it, but it's not producing what you want. With the King of Wands coming up here, this tells me that and with the Bright Mother, there's something here that the King of Wands is very much, he's very confident, he's very passionate, he's very creative, he's charming, he knows, like, people are just attracted to him. You will be working with people. You do need to work with people, and it's also, when you get into your when you get into your feminine aspect, okay, the very nurturing aspect of you, so leaning more into your feminine energy, more into the intuitive parts of you, the more creative, abstract creative parts of you that you may have been ignoring a little bit, maybe not as comfortable for you. That is when you'll become the King of Wands. You'll become very much attractive to people that will want to work with you. And this is where your strength will be in service. So something here though, but you don't, it's not something that you may even be aware of just yet, or it may be something that you're aware of, but how you're approaching it needs to change, and that change will come in soon for you from the most least expected way. And when it does come in, it's going to come in fast, and things are going to change fast. Okay? I hope that helps a little bit in understanding what it is. But it's tied into your femininity. It's tied into the nurturing aspect, that mothering aspect of you that is it's about birthing things. So it could be you becoming a mother, like literally, or it could be you like being a mother role model in ways to people that need you in some sort of service that embraces your femininity. Okay, I don't know how else to say it, but that's what's kind of coming in here for me. Okay. Sandra from Facebook, how do I get in touch with my incarnated guidance? How do you get in touch with your incarnated guidance? Okay, being guided right now to pull some frequency cards for you. Okay, Sandra needs to know, how does she get in touch with her incarnated guidance? Already they're telling me for you to focus in on your heart in your meditations, to use the green ray, to engulf yourself in the green ray in your meditations. Okay, first card you got is dynamic. So the frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Okay, harmonizing between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. Interesting. Okay, let me just pull one more frequency card here. Ooh. And you got the sacral chakra. Okay. So the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. So how to get in touch with your incarnated guidance is actually going to come from some work within your sacral chakra. There's some frozen kind of energy there for you right now that I'm feeling. If you have not watched my Unlocking Your Abundance Codes video, it's on my YouTube homepage. If you scroll down through the things, you'll see it in one of the sections. I'm getting asked to tell you to watch that. It all talks about unlocking like your abundance codes. There's some energy in there. Your sacral chakra is where your intestines are, and your intestines is also where your intuitive hits come from. So there's some frozen energy there that needs to be unlocked that will help you connect more with your intuition and not block out some of the guidance that's already coming in for you. Okay, hold on. They want me to pull from 2 more decks for you. You also want to know where's your life partner? It's been decades. Come on, lover. Okay. So you've also got beauty and self-reflection here when it comes to getting in touch with your incarnated guidance. Again, the sacral chakra to me is all about abundance and beauty. When you think about it, it's where the womb space is for the female, and it's a lot of where your feminine energy resides. And so I'm getting for you to reflect into some of your issues around the feminine energy. The feminine energy, of course, is intuitive. There are some things here. There are some subconscious programs that are playing in the background, like beliefs that are blocking your trust in yourself, like your ability to believe that you can, that what you're hearing is indeed messages. Like I get the sense that you are actually hearing them, but you're also blocking some of them, like you've got some self-doubts around it. And when you can when you can harmonize your masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, that will also assist you in receiving some of your guidance. Okay, let's see here. And I'll do a really quick read on your second question here. It's been a decade. Where's your life partner? Come on, lover. Let's just see. Where's Sandra's life partner? You have the 4 of Cups. It's like, yeah, you're waiting for that cup to come in. It's like, where are you? They're also telling me that the self-reflection and beauty card were meant for this question as well. There are things for you to reflect on with yourself, in that what are you waiting for within yourself to come forward, as that when you take action on something that you haven't been taking action on within yourself, it will provide some momentum for you in partnership. Where is her life partner? Where is her life partner? Wow. Okay. You just got the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. I don't know if it's like showing well. So, Sandra, your lover's out there, okay? You're waiting for him. But and then with the 3 of Wands coming up, it is coming into you, and it's going to be your happily ever after, okay? Like what you've always wanted. But I do get the sense there's still a little bit more waiting, but the waiting is dependent on you, and there are some things that you can put into action to speed up the timeline, and I do get the sense that it's about reflecting on your own self-worth. When we talk about beauty, like how do you see yourself, how do you see your own attraction, your own value, okay, your own honor, that doing some more reflection on there to pull some stuff out of the surface will help bring your vibration and frequency up to a match where this sort of energy can come into you in the form of partner. Okay, I do get the sense though it's on its way. Okay, but there's some you can speed this up. Okay, so just going forward, I'm only going to take one question from everyone. So if you have more than one, I'm only going to take one. Okay, so the next one, Ethan Keller on YouTube. What is your legacy? Oh, I love that question. What is your legacy? Okay, let's find out. What is Ethan Keller's legacy? Oh, that's such a beautiful question. You know, like, so important to connect with what you want to leave behind in this world. When your soul departs, how does your legacy live on? Does it live on in others? Does it live on in something? This is like a question like that I constantly ask myself to make sure like that I'm always being of service in a way that my legacy can live on in others in a positive way. So let's see here. What is Ethan Keller's legacy? What is Ethan Keller's legacy? Here we go. Ooh, okay. You have the first card you got was Friends, and then the second card you got was the Piper. So the Friends card talks about working with people in groups, so working with community. This is like my ride or die card, and you can see his tail, okay, is like lit up here. It's on fire, blue fire, and to me, like the blue always represents truth. And I feel like part of your legacy is to lift people up through discovering their truth, through community, like working in community. With the Piper, actually, I want to go into the book for you. Let's see here. So, Ethan, music, order, harmony, seduction, and empathy. I don't know if you work with music in any way, but if you do, then that's definitely something that I think will assist you in that may help you communicate truth to people through music. But if music isn't something that's part of you, let me just see here. It's about bringing other people's sorrows and pain into healing, cleansing and healing the energy of sorrow that people have, bringing tranquility. Let's see here. Also, tenderness and gentleness. So approaching people through some form of like a gentle and tender approach is part of how you're going to want to work or think about like implementing that into your legacy. Also, the Piper talks about people will be listening to you. So to be also very mindful of like how you're communicating your truth and how you're communicating to others. I get the sense that you are able to find ways to communicate information to people in a way that really helps them understand or really touches them, reaches their hearts. Because I am picking up quite a bit of empathic energy from you, that you're able to really connect with others and understand their sorrow. And I get the sense that your legacy is going to live on. Like you're going to be like lifting people up, and you're going to be like setting them on fire with their own truth, but setting them on fire in a way that's like life building, energizing. Okay. And also remember, the fire burns away the things that no longer serve us. And I just get the sense that like you're going to be helping to propel people upwards in that way. All right. Let's see here. I'm just gonna scroll down. I hope these messages are helping. Okay, let's see. Ellen, what do your guides have to say about your overall focus right now? What do they recommend or comment what you're doing? Okay, what do your guides have to say about your focus right now? Let's see. What do Ellen's guides have to say about her focus right now? What do Ellen's guides have to say about her focus, her overall focus right now? Or do they have any recommendations on what she's doing? Ooh, wow. This one flipped up. It was in reverse and it flipped up to upright. So you have the King of Cups. They want you to focus on the heart of your knot. See. The King of Cups, very like, very intuitive and emotional. So really kind of focusing on your own intuition and your heart space at this time. What else? What else? Your guides have to say about overall focus right now. Nine of Wands in reverse. If there's a sense of feeling defeated in an area, like you want to give up, to move to the heart, okay, to focus on the truth of what's in your heart. Any other messages here for Ellen? You're on track. Okay, you are on track, Ellen. Everything that you're doing. But if you are feeling like there is some sort of something that you feel like you need to give up on, or you've given up on, or you're losing hope on, feeling like you just can't go on with it anymore, that the message is to focus on your own intuition and your own heart space, to really get to the truth of the matter through your heart and know that things are exactly where they need to be. Clarity is definitely coming in for you with this sun card coming up. So there's a lot of clarity. There's also a lot of positivity here. So right now you're in a really positive space for where you need to be right now. If it doesn't feel positive, know that that's all part of this process of unlocking things for you right now. Let me just pull card for you from the Oracle, from the Moon Oracle. You got the Patience card too. I can almost hear you laughing right now. I actually can. You and I are synced up telepathically. Okay, so Ellen, you know, come on, you know. All right, let's see here. Next question, humming dragonfly. Let's see. Any guidance around where to focus with your blossoming sound, vibrational, and spiritual counseling business? Any relation or significance to Kuan Yin, the hexagon, and 222 showing up? Ooh, the hexagon. I talked about this in my alchemy program in the first month that we opened up, because the hexagon came into me. It's the symbol of the sacred geometry of union. Six sides, so 6 represents union. It's also the place of it's the physical realm, like it's the earth between, how do I say this? It's the space between Mother Earth and Father Sky. Okay, so any guidance on where? Okay, let's see. Can we get some guidance for Humming Dragonfly on where to focus with her spiritual counseling business? Kuan Yin, she's very sweet, feminine energy. Let's see here. Any advice here for Humming Dragonfly? Okay. You got the 8 of Swords in reverse. Oh, a lot of people up in their heads. But this is about, also when it's in reverse, it's about releasing the anxieties, the mental anxieties around this. So you may be blocking some of the movement through some of the thought process that you're having around this. You got the 6 of Cups, another 6 here on the hexagon. Wow. 6 of Cups. So this is very much like a soulmate, past life kind of card. It's like talking about reunion or reconciliation. Children, though. It's a child card too. I'm getting too that you may want to put some focus in your business around the inner child. There would be really good. So what else? Ooh, that one just flew out. Ooh, another 6 in reverse. The 6 of Coins. Oh my gosh. Humming Dragonfly. Like, I mean, you now got 2 6s. 6 of Coins in reverse. Excuse me, 1 second. The 6 of Coins talks about not being able to give and receive in balance. So dealing, I think, with the inability for many empaths to be able to receive blocks a lot of their flow, and also limits the capacity and what they're able to do in this world. Because they're staunching the flow through not actually being able to receive. And this is a huge lesson that a lot of people go through. And so that might be something to implement or look into in a way of focus. Okay? But definitely the 6s are coming through. So that hexagon is absolutely speaking to you. Look up the number 6 and all of the things that it relates to. I know that trust is in there. But it's definitely about union. It's union of the divine masculine and divine feminine, bringing those together. when you have the 2 sixes coming up here, okay, like I get the sense that you want to talk about union of the divine masculine and feminine, but also with work with the inner child, okay? And get out of let go of the thoughts in your head that are blocking the flow right now. You're overthinking things. The answer is already there. That's my that's kind of what I'm getting for you. So let's see who's next. Bowie. Bowie. All right. Let's see who's next. Sarah Brown. Will Tyler get this job? Okay, will Tyler get this job? Will Tyler get this job? This is a question for Sarah Brown. Will Tyler get this job? And just for all of you watching, if you missed it, my tarot readings are on sale right now on my website. Recordings only, but they're heavily discounted just to kind of help out during this time for you guys. If you need some guidance and answers. Okay. Will Tyler get this job? Will Tyler get this job? Tyler get this job? We have the wheel in reverse. There may be some delays. Yeah, 4 of coins talks about holding on to something, not able to let it go. I'm going to clarify the cards for you, Sarah. Pull one more. Ooh, wow. Okay. So you also got the Queen of Wands in reverse. You got everything is in here in reverse. The 2 of Wands in reverse and the 2 of Coins in reverse. There's an imbalance here. There's an imbalance here that is, let me just put these out here. Does he even want this job? Is what I'm actually getting. There's something around here that's blocking it. And I don't know if it's the actual desire or if it's not the right time with the Wheel of Fortune coming up. Can I clarify the wheel here in reverse? Why is the wheel here in reverse? Can I clarify the wheel in reverse? Page of Wands in reverse. Talks about perhaps what I'm getting right now is that there's a huge delay around it if he does get it, or it's not the right one. It's not the right one. If it's not the right one, why? If it's not the right one, why? This card tried to come out before. 4 of Cups. Upright. Bored. Not really. Does it really speak to his heart? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that there's not a lot of passion there. Like, he needs it. There's this because of like this need for financial, like, kind of like need to hold on to finances, need to feel safe, need to feel secure. But it's not really what I'm feeling like. Oh, shoot, I just lost one. With the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands, this is just telling me there's no passion here. It's not filling a creative need, Sarah. I think that there needs to be a conversation about, like, what is fulfilling. What's the advice? What's the advice here for Tyler? Oh, Tower. Yeah. Like, there needs to be, like, some sort of awakening here about something. Tell me more about the Tower. Tell me more about the Tower. And the Devil in reverse. Yeah. Something about this isn't right. Something about it isn't right, and I get the sense that this is all meant to awaken Tyler to what is actually in his heart, what his passions are. He's not able to see his pathway forward here clearly because the passion and desire within is staunched. It's not flowing. There's too much of a need to hold on to something, like too much in the need of security and safety, and not much in, like, the expansion of heart. And of course, with the Wheel in reverse, that's like the Jupiter card, and Jupiter's all about expansion. So there's, like, a lot of constricting energy here. And of course, like with the Four of Cups, like, this is about wishing for something, but also bored, like not really happy and content. So, Sarah, I hope that helps, but that's kind of what I'm getting. But there's some sort of awakening that has to happen to release the bondage of what's keeping him stuck in old ways, is kind of what I'm getting. 1 second while I grab this card. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, who is next? Scott Vandervoort. Yikes, didn't know you were into this crap. I sure am, and I love it. Okay, Justine James. Okay, I'm a Gemini, single, expat female. Will I ever get married in the country where I live now? Ooh, okay, let's find out. This is for Justine James. Will she get married in the country where she lives now? Will she get married in the country where she lives now? Three of Swords. Possibly not, but let's see where the cards go. One more. Okay. Will Justine get married in the country where she lives now? This one wanted to come out. Ooh. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's telling me there's not a lot of stability there for you. Things like trust and stability, loyalty, perhaps. Let's see. Let's keep pulling to see where it goes. Right now the cards are saying no, Justine. You've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You've got the Six of Swords upright, which means you need to move on to a different... This always talks about going to a land that is new, okay? It's about going to somewhere... You'll be leaving some sort of turmoil or some sort of hardships of some kind, but you go to a new place. And then you have the Justice in reverse too. I'm getting no. right now, according to these cards. It's saying that you're going to be moving on somewhere else, actually. Let's get some information about that Six of Swords. Can we get some information about that Six of Swords? Wow, okay. And this card tried to come out before too. You got the Devil and you got the Hermit upright. So the Six of Swords, there's something here that you need to deal with. I don't know if you've already had some heartbreak in the past, why that Three of Swords came up. Something that you thought was like your Ten of Pentacles, but it wasn't. There's a need to go inward and really do some healing, some self-reflection on what's keeping you stuck or in bondage to something. Again, with the Justice card in reverse, something's out of balance. Something could have been unfair or unjust to you. But with what these cards are saying, it's not, at least in this current timeline, it's not showing up right now. Remember, everything can change according to how you work within your own vibration and energy field, within your own quantum field. And so I'm getting the sense that there's something here that needs to unblock within you. And it could even just be that you may not even need to move on to another place, but you need to move on from something within you that is feeling like you're not good enough. With that Ten of Pentacles coming up in reverse, like you won't ever be enough. Especially with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like she knows her worth. She's so confident in her abilities to be a mother, her ability to be a businesswoman, and it's in reverse. And so I'm just feeling like when the Devil card comes up here, Justine, it's just telling me that there's something here with the ego, or something here that's very painful, that's keeping you stuck somehow from actually embracing what your Ten of Pentacles could actually be for you. Okay? But as of right now, where you're at in this current timeline, it's not showing up as of right now. Okay? Let's see here. My screen is okay. Nadia. Oh, hi, honey. So cool. Awesome. Isabella, what to do about the 5G? Just checking my battery life here. The 5G, from what I understand, your frequency can override it, not to stress too much about it. I would suggest, Isabella, to watch Marina Jacobi's latest video. She did talk about 5G in it. There was some channeled messages that came through. Go to the Harmonic Reactor on YouTube and or all of that. But let's just see what the cards say, though, for you about that. Oh, hold on. What to do about the 5G? What does she need to know about the 5G? Okay. You have Solace, She of the Crouch, Mickle-a-Muckle, and Guardian of the Gate. So instantly the message that came through with this card is to know that it's being guarded over, which is a message that's come through in Marina's readings as well, like her channels. With Mickle-a-Muckle coming up, it's Mikolo Muckle is very much like one of my inner child cards. It's very playful. The message is focus on the playful aspect within yourself, the childlike energy within yourself, so that you may raise your frequency. She of the Crouch is also kind of like the Ace of Cups in a way. I'm going to go into the book for that one. And then Solus is all about consciousness. It's about really deep conscious awareness, knowledge, conscious knowledge coming in, wisdom. I just get the sense that it's going to be taken care of. So with Solace, Solace is radiant, energizing, vitalizing. The presence indicates being brought in, that something new is being brought into our being in our lives, partly through our own efforts, partly through the help we are receiving from other realms. And that's, again, highlighting stuff that's come in. Movement into the light is occurring. So, yeah, like, I just get the sense, like, it's not going to work. Like, the plan for that is not going to go through. The She of the Crouch is the receptive principle, okay? Nurturing, fertility. She's the holder of all our sorrows and all of our joys. She's the miraculous chalice, the womb of birth and the cauldron of rebirth, the chalice of healing. I just get the sense that there's going to be a rebirth that's happening, that's going to completely change the dynamic here with the 5G. Like, it's going to almost like deactivate it, is what I'm hearing. And just to focus more on the things that bring you joy and playfulness. Doesn't mean pretend 5G doesn't exist. I'm not saying that. But to build the energy of the timeline that collapses the 5G, okay? That's basically what I'm getting there. So, let's see here. Still got enough battery to go a little bit longer. Okay, Iona. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but Iona Kara, I think. Messages of matters of the heart, actually. Okay, hold on. Does Iona Kara have are there any messages? Oops. Are there any messages for her regarding matters of the heart? Iona Kara. Any messages for her regarding matters of the heart? Let's see here. You have the cosmic flower, okay? And the frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Okay, let me just pull some other oracle cards for you right now. Let's see. Sorry about the neighbor. Okay, let's see. Any messages here about matters of the heart? There's a need to remember the deepest essence of who you are, sweetheart. That is going to do a lot of healing around your heart for you. You've also got the void, Okay? You got abundance, you got wisdom, and you also got blossoming, which is beautiful when you get the cosmic flower coming up as well. So I get the sense that there is definitely a need to go into the void here for, which is like, going into the void. I actually have a meditation in my alchemy program. It's called Deep into the Void, where I take you on a bit of a journey into the void, and there's an activation there. There's a need here to connect with a part of you that has been forgotten. A part of you that holds some of your abundance codes. There is some healing that needs to be done within the heart, a certain remembrance of who you are, but also to like connect with, I feel the sense with this wisdom card coming in that you may be getting downloads, or you may have read some books that, I don't know if you have got a book lying around right now, but something that's going to spark like an opening within your own heart. Like it's going to touch something within you when you read it. And that there's some sort of blossoming happening right now too. Like there's an activation around your heart is what I'm getting. That it's you're in a space now where you're starting to expand your heart and grow the heart, and more willing to let love in. Whereas prior to this time, I'm getting the sense that perhaps you weren't. But there's really a need here, though, to in your meditation to go deep into the void, to connect with all that is the one consciousness, creator, and perhaps receive some wisdom. You may get some downloads too, some further downloads in there that will unlock some of your abundance codes. That will allow for the blossoming to happen for you. Okay? Let's see here. Okay, Heather, how can I remove my creative block? I am inspired but have no drive. How can I remove my creative block? I am inspired but have no drive. How can Heather remove her creative block? She's feeling inspired but unable to put anything into action. Okay, what is around the creative block here? What is around the creative block? What is around the creative block? Here for Heather, what is around the creative block? You have a Spirit Dancer. Okay, and then you also have, you have Luathis the Wild and the Journeyman. There's something here that I'm definitely picking up that there's something new coming in here for you, or you're about to embark on something new. This Luathis the Wild card is really kind of speaking to like that creative wild energy within you, but you're not able to put it into motion. One second here while I get some clarification here on the Luathis the Wild. Like, why is Luathis the Wild here? Wow. 10 of Cups. And 2 of Swords in reverse. They're telling me to put it upright. Okay. One more card. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse. Interesting. So yeah, there is something new here. It's delayed, it's blocked, obviously. You're at a stalemate over something that is ultimately going to bring something in that's very much your happily ever after. Um, Let me just go into the book here because, okay, I'm hearing that you're actually afraid of your own power. You're needing to connect more with your masculine energy. There's something about your masculine energy that you're uncomfortable with. I'm getting a lot of this just from looking at this card right now. The masculine aspect of us all is where we all take our action from. It's what gives us the courage to step out into the world, to take all of the beautiful feminine, abstract, creative energies that we have and then funnel them into 3D through our masculine energy. I'm getting the sense that there's a fear here around your own power, like your own masculine energy. Why? Luathis the Wild is also about haste, impulsiveness, fire, spontaneity, and balance. The fire of Luathis can be destructive as well as creative. Rage, fury, and anger are all part of the fire element, but fire burns as well as it energizes. And I said that earlier in someone else's reading. I'm just picking up on energy of like, you're afraid of losing it. Like, okay, what if you do create it, but then what if you lose it? There's a need here to get in touch with your masculine energy. There may be to look into the past of your relationship with masculine archetypes. I'm getting like I'm picking up on stuff from the past where you may have been told that you weren't capable enough, you weren't good enough, you weren't smart enough. And there's a fear of judgment. There's a fear of judgment, a fear of failure, but also a fear of success. Oh, because that would mean everyone was wrong, and that means you've been living a lie. Like you've based your whole way of living based on a lie, and that would be very hurtful to you. Okay, it says this card says that wild creative energies are being brought to whatever position it represents. Okay, it often fires everything up. It tells us that it is important to think and act creatively, and that the energy to do so is available. But new approaches are called here. The old way is not the way to do it. Perhaps you may have also been, you're stuck in a way of thinking it's got to be this way. And the reason why you're stuck and you can't be motivated to do it is because you're trying to do it in a way that isn't connecting with what's actually meant for it to happen in. And so there's a new way of looking at something. Okay, which is interesting because, we have the Two of Swords here that's got the blindfold over, like something you can't see. Okay, and that's what's putting you at a stalemate. But I am seeing, though, that there is like a new potential newness here because you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, but it's blocked right now. Also, when I see the Ace of Cups in reverse, it talks about like your own cup not being full to me, and that I just feel like your cup has been drained in the past of like emotional security, emotional fulfillment, and that in the past is affecting how you move forward right now. The journeyman talks about going on a, it's kind of like the Fool card. It's about taking a risk, needing to take a risk, but it's also, this is also about like starting, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to start something new. Okay, they're saying you don't need to invent the wheel, reinvent the wheel. You know, like you don't have to like invent something new. Like you just have to expand on something that you already have, but you got to do it in a different way. And with the Spirit Dancer card coming up, I'm just getting a sense here, Heather, that I don't know if you like dance, but dancing like no one's watching you, I don't like, you need to get out of this frequency, this energy space, and I would suggest putting on some headphones in your room, in your house, when no one's watching, and just dance freely. Because that's not something we all do every day. I just feel like you need to get into a space that isn't the everyday, that isn't the norm. You've got to break free of something here so that it can open your eyes to something you haven't been seeing, and open up your eyes and put you in a place of opportunity for something new and fresh to come in that you're not seeing right now. Okay? I hope that's helpful. Okay, let's see here. Galactic Fire. When will I meet my soulmate, twin flame partner? I don't think I have met him yet. When will you meet your soulmate, twin flame partner? Okay. Just remember that time is very much in flux, and that you can speed up or slow down a timeline depending on your choices and your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs. Nothing is necessarily predestined unless it's actually a soul lesson you can't avoid. So, Galactic Fire. When will I meet my soulmate, twin flame partner? What does Galactic Fire need to know about meeting their twin flame or soulmate? Wow. Okay, you've got the Five of Swords and the Emperor card upright. Okay, can I get clarification on the Five of Swords? Sorry, I'm kind of giggling because I've got some messages already coming in, but can I just get a clarification on... So clarification on the Five of Swords, Page of Coins. And then King of Swords. Okay, can I get clarification on the Emperor? Wow. You've got the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. So there's a lot of passion here with the Emperor, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So when I'm looking at the Five of Swords in reverse, there is something within your mind that needs to be sacrificed, released, let go, surrendered, I should say. Sacrifice wasn't the right word. When you do, there's some new messages that will come in that pertain to the frequency of abundance, the frequency of prosperity, which with the King of Swords coming up with it, is telling me that see, when you have the clarifying this Five of Swords card, the King of Swords is telling me that you need to elevate to this high kingdom of your own mental thought process in order for your partner to come in. There's something also I'm getting from looking at that Page of Coins. There is something here that is from your past, like within your own, like as a child, that is tied into this Five of Swords of like this. The Five of Swords energy is about like it can be perceived as good in a way of like being able to just lay down the sword, not wanting to fight anymore, wanting to walk away from the battle. But I'm getting the sense with this one though, like there's this need to lay down the sword of something from your past as a child that will not only help you get more sovereignty over your own thoughts, okay? But I also feel like it's tied into a masculine figure who was much more logical, less heart-based, very detached emotionally. Perhaps had a very intelligent mind, great mind, but very detached from the heart. And there's something there that needs to be healed. When you do that, this is what's coming in. And the Emperor is the divine masculine. So I feel like it's your divine masculine counterpart. And it's something that with the Six of Wands coming up, it talks about acknowledgement, being acknowledged. It talks about victory coming in. And it's also with the Ace of Wands here is talking just about a lot of passionate energy coming in. Something that really burns brightly. But I get the sense in order for that to come in, there needs to be some healing here of something where you feel defeated over something from your past that has to do with a masculine like an older masculine energy, like when you were a child that was very detached emotionally. Some healing that needs to happen there. Okay? And when you do that, that will open the gateway more. That will increase the frequency or it will increase the probabilities of the timeline of you coming into the timeline of that union. So, let's see here. Oh, you're welcome, Delilah. Just seen your message now. Okay, let's see. August moon star 66. Should I make a career change? Okay, Ethan, I'm glad that helped you. Sorry, I'm just getting down to the messages now. Let's see. August moon star. Should they make a career change? Should August moon make a career change? What is the guidance for August moon around a career change? What is the guidance for August moon, star 66, around a career change? This card's coming out a lot, and in this deck, Justice. Okay. I don't know if you're thinking of working in like something to do with either the legal field or helping bring justice to people, like to help people who can't get justice, or to bring justice to a group of people that need it. I don't know if that's something that you've been thinking about. Whoa, okay. Everything came up in reverse here. So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which I love. This is about letting go of something. Something needs to be let go. It could be your career. The Page of Swords in reverse. There's the frequency here. The Page of Swords brings in the frequency of dishonesty, miscommunications, kind of sneakiness. But then we have the Moon in reverse, which talks about this idea of like things getting a lot of clarity, like the illusions being lifted. But then the Ten of Cups in reverse, and then the Two of Wands. So there is some clarity that needs to come in around choosing a path. I just get the sense that you're not happy doing what you're doing right now. And that's why you're looking. That's why you got this thing, but it's in reverse. But just talking about the uncertainty of a path forward. Let me just kind of clarify the Moon card, actually. I want to clarify the Moon card in reverse. I clarify the Moon card in reverse. You got the Six of Wands upright and the Page of Wands in reverse. To clarify the Moon. If you are not happy, if you are not happy, August Moon, in your current career, if there's a lack of passion, if there's a lack of creativity, I'm really getting the sense that it's time to let go. And I'm getting the sense too, this energy of like needing to help out others who have been put through injustice in some way, shape, or form. To assist them, whether it's through the actual legal system or whether it's through just you working with people like who've suffered big injustices, you know, in some way. And the reason why there's just the uncertainty you have right now in whether you should change careers or not is stemming from this lack of feeling like this isn't your happily ever after, like what you're doing right now. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. I think you need to look into your heart and what really drives your passions to get the clarity that you need. I feel like that clarity is going to come in when you really focus on acknowledging what's in your heart. And I do get the sense that with this Justice card coming in, that it is tied to helping others in some way who've experienced injustice on some level. Okay? Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Martin, okay, you're from Turlock. Would you please pull a card for me? I'd love to hear from you. Sure, I'm going to pull a fairy card from you. You have the feline. Let's see here. So this card's all about tidying up loose ends, okay, and delays because there are loose ends that need to be tied up. So I get the sense that you may be avoiding something that you know you need to complete or address, at the very least, take care of. And the messages that are coming in that it's time to take care of it right now. Like promises that you may have made to yourself or others that are unkept, and it's time to fulfill those promises. That you're tending to the things that aren't really, you're tending to things that take you away from fulfilling those promises, but it's time to do that. And it could just be your own personal promises to yourself. If we would just take care of the things that cause so much mental clutter, or sometimes physical, we would suddenly find that we have a lot more energy at our disposal to do things. And it's just that you take care of the little things that matter to others, and you will feel much better when you have done that. Let me just see here. Yeah, so that's the card for you. So there's some things that you may have been avoiding that you need to tend to. Again, I just keep getting this like promises that you've made to yourself that you would do for yourself, but you haven't. You've been delaying them, putting them off. But even though like you know they would be really good for you, but at the same time you're not doing them, that's kind of what I'm getting for you. Okay, let's see here. Oh, where is my screen? I need to, 1 second, brighten it a little bit because I can't see there we go. Amber. Okay, Amber, email me your question and I'll pull a card for you. Ella Kolonowska. Again, I apologize if I'm brutalizing any of your names. I'm the worst at that, and I do not mean anything about that. Okay, so pull one for Ella. I'm going to pull for my Queen Moon Oracle for you. You get a card here, a message for Ella. What does she need to hear at this time? Let me just, okay, I'm going to have to probably go in about 10 minutes because my battery is about to die. And I don't have an electricity outlet out here, so. Oh, okay. You got fruition, Ella. So, when I'm looking at this card, Ella, I get this sense that there's a lot happening around you right now that is coming into fruition. Like there's a lot of buzz. It may not yet be in the physical realm. It may be like coming to fruition energetically, and you will be harvesting it soon though. You will be able to, you're going to be receiving something. Something's coming to fruition, something that I think you've been working on. And they're drawing my attention to the birds right now, so I am getting the sense that spring, summer, you'll be seeing it. I'm also getting the sense that something's transforming here for you too. Something's transforming, and it's going to come to light soon as well. There's some sort of transformation happening. But yeah, your card is fruition. And so I do get the sense that something is coming into fruition for you really soon. Okay, Isabella, any card for me for the coming year? I'm going to pull a frequency card for you. Can we get one card? Ooh. Okay, you got the third eye chakra. So it's the frequency of the third eye chakra. The indigo flower supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. So this year is definitely going to be about opening your third eye more. You're going to feel more activations within the pineal gland, more of your psychic gifts kind of coming online, allowing the imagination to foster some of that growth, allow the imagination to you're going to get more visions this year through allowing your imagination to be set free. So allow the imagination to explore. Don't shut it down. Don't think you're not seeing it, you're making it up in your head. Allow it to flow and allow it to dance effortlessly, and you're going to that will stimulate the pineal gland activations even more, and also allow messages that are trying to come in even further for you. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm going to take 2 more questions here. Okay, Amber, you've actually already asked your question here, so I'm going to answer it. What can I do to help myself as I make a major and difficult change in my life right now? Okay, let's see here. What can Amber do to help herself as she makes a major and difficult change in her life right now? What can she do? Okay, interesting. You have a creation that's come up, balance, and boundaries. Be mindful of your own personal boundaries, to not give too much of yourself anywhere unnecessarily. I'm getting the sense that you may be feeling pulled to do things that are going to take away from more of your energy right now, and you can't afford to do that right now. You need to maintain a lot of balance within self. So that idea of like the giving and receiving, you need to really allow yourself to be nurtured and to receive at this time, because it is difficult, and that's going to open up some creative processes for you, allow you to get some inspiration that I think you're looking for at this time of how to move forward in a new way. But boundaries are very important right now for you to maintain boundaries and to really say no when you need to say no, so that you're able to say yes when it's time to say yes. Okay, Amber? That's my answer for you, sweetheart. Okay. Let's see here. Always seems okay. Okay. Oh, Sarah, thanks for the feedback on that with your husband. I'm glad it helped. Hi, Simon. Okay. Oops. 1 second here. Simon, he would like to ask if there's any advice on how he or can achieve a more clean, undisturbed connection with the universe. You feel kind of wobbly over the last time. Thank you. Okay, how to achieve a more clean and undisturbed connection from the universe. Okay, Simon. Ooh, you've got the Merkaba card. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use their consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Building your own light body is going to be really important right now. Working with your light body, allowing you to move into, or at least open up the lines of communication with all that is. And I just got the notification that my battery's going to die soon. So this is my last question. So I'm just getting the sense, Simon, that you need to work with your light body. If you're confused about how to work with your light body, I just did a whole thing on that in my alchemy program. There's an activation in there for you if you join, and there's I talked a lot about how to build the light body and some of the things that kind of are misunderstandings about it. But in any case, just look into the light body more. The light body is where your answers will help to kind of deepen your connection with the universe and give you a little bit more stability. Okay? Guys, thanks so much for showing up, and sorry for all of you I didn't get to your questions. I'll do this again probably next week, so just stay tuned. If you're not on my newsletter, get on, because then I'll be able to inform you of when I'm going to be on, and you can jump on to ask your questions. And yeah, that's it, guys. I love you so much. Oh, and remember, I'm going to be doing a live event tomorrow night. Details will either be on my Facebook page or through the newsletter that I sent out tonight. Guys, I love you so much. Mwah.